So you may already have some houses or buildings or something set up in your level, and you're hoping to use them. Well, maybe they won't work. So this object, for example, is all one object, and it will not work if it's like this kind of scenario where it's raised up. If it's like this, it'll probably work just fine. If it's like this, it won't work, and let me explain. So this one, the building is separated from the floor. So the scanners by default will use the landscape. Oh, this isn't even set. So this should be set to landscape. Anything that the character is going to be walking on, for the scanners to work at least, needs to be set to landscape. And this one can be set to whatever, just as long as it's blocking the scanner. It should work. So let's see what happens when we do a scan of these objects. So let's take the vantage scanner here, and we're going to put it over both houses, like that, and 100, and let's set the debug time to 10 seconds, and let's start the scan. There we go. So you can see that the doorway here did create a vantage point, so that's perfect. But also that the foundation of the building also created a vantage point. Oh, I lost my points. Let's set this to something longer, like 60 seconds. And we'll scan again. There we go. So now we can see that the foundation did scan. Even the stair ramp thing did scan. But you can see on this other building, the foundation scanned. That's good. But the inside of the building didn't scan at all, like you would probably expect. There's this scan point here. This one didn't create that. And the reason is that the scanner doesn't know where the ground is on this building. And so you need to set it, like I did in a few seconds ago, you need to set it to landscape. It's annoying, and I don't really know a better way to go about this. If anyone has any ideas, please send me a message. So another thing I need to explain is the red spheres that show up when you do a vantage scan. Those are testing for obstructions. So you can see I put a little triangle or a cone here, and I'm going to hit scan here. You're going to see that, oh, it decided because there's an obstruction here that this is not a good vantage point. You can see that it did put it on other corners. Well, it's disappeared already, but it did. And so this corner has not been added. So if we remove the obstruction, do a scan again, there we go. Now it's back. So it's just a filtering process. So let's talk about what these debug markers are showing us. So the red line means that there is cover to the right, red to the right, as in the wall here is to the right. So if you are standing here, the wall is to the right. If you're standing on the other side, the wall is to the left. And so that means there is a right side and a left side, and that's represented by the colors. And then the sort of orange line is the main vector, and that's the actual data that gets stored. And then these other lines, like this pinkish red line, is the right-sided hidden position. So you know that if you're standing over here, then you're going to be hidden. If you're standing in front of it, you're going to be visible. And same obviously for the other side, but to the left. And so it gives you a direction and a hidden vector. So if you move along that line, you'll still be hidden up until the point when you're around the corner.